The Master Gardeners in Talbot County, Maryland are proud to have been recognized with an International David Gibby Search for Excellence Award. Our Nurture Nature coaching workshop involved more than 20 Master Gardener volunteers. Our goal was to encourage members of our community to take actions in their own yards to improve the health of our environment. The Nurture Nature workshop was held in March of 2020 in the Van Lennep Auditorium of the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. The workshop began with a 20-minute video segment from the PBS award-winning program Growing a Greener World, hosted by Joe Lample. In this episode, entomologist Doug Tallamy spoke eloquently about why it is so important for homeowners to reduce lawn, plant native plants, and create habitat for insects and birds. The video was followed with a panel discussion led by 5 Master Gardeners who shared experiences, stories, and photos of how they reduced their own lawns and increased planted areas to support wildlife. Participants were offered the opportunity for one-on-one coaching with Master Gardener volunteers stationed throughout the auditorium. Homemade treats and beverages were provided by other generous volunteers to entice participants to stay and engage in conversation. To reinforce key points of the workshop, volunteers also developed a brochure with achievable steps that participants can take on a residential property to reduce lawn, attract wildlife, and nurture nature. The event was promoted to attract a broad audience with properties ranging from multi-acre to small townhouse yards. Public interest was enthusiastic. While the program was free, registration was required. All 90 seats in the auditorium were spoken for a week before the program was held. Program evaluations demonstrated that participants were enthusiastic to include more native plants, reduce lawn, and increase wildlife habitat. Additionally, nearly a dozen audience members requested Bay-wise consultations led by Master Gardener volunteers to help identify wildlife stewardship strategies for their properties. Judging by the enthusiasm of our audience, we believe the Nurture Nature workshop achieved our goal of helping participants recognize the value of our collective efforts, especially those in our own backyards, to improve the environment for wildlife. The Nurture Nature coaching workshop was offered at no charge to participants, thanks to the generosity of our partner, the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum, as well as a gratis video segment provided by Joe Lample, and culinary donations from Master Gardener volunteers.